afternoon, everyone. My name is Shay Moraga. I am the founder and the visionary of Shay's Warriors Life After Cancer. And today we're going to be sharing some inspiration, some hope, some strength, and some perseverance. I have the privilege and the honor to share Lisa's story today, and you'll hear from her in just a few moments. But she will be sharing her journey of life after cancer. Lisa is from Indio, California. She was diagnosed in July of 2022 with invasive ductal carcinoma, HER2 positive. Lisa came to us through a mutual colleague for one of our emotional support and accountability groups, our Coffee and Connections, that we host every first and third Saturday of the month. And she got a glimpse of being able to be surrounded with other people who have also walked this journey. And so, with my pleasure, I'm going to bring Lisa on right now so she can share her story in her words.
Hi,
Hi,
Shay.
Lisa. Hello,
Hello.
hello. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Good. It's looks like it's nice and sunny behind you there.
Yes, I'm actually enjoying the sunny view and here in my backyard.
I love it. So nice. It's such a nice time of year to be in the Coachella Valley because it's not too hot, not too cold, but just right.
Yes, I agree.
Well, thank you for taking the time today to be able to share your story. As you know, this Life After Cancer vlog and podcast will go out to our community, and hopefully, someone will have a chance to see it who might just be starting out their own journey, or maybe they're in between that journey and they hear about you and you've now inspired hope and inspiration, because I know that that's what you did just recently last June at our I Am Hope Survivors Reset retreat that we had with 30 of your other closest sisters. And let's just start with that. Let's start with, tell us about yourself and how you came to be with Shay's Warriors.
My colleague, like you mentioned, Sarah, she told me about Shea Warriors. I kind of already had um, information about Shea Warriors as I was attending another group. They did mention one of the attendees did mention Shea Warriors, but I never looked into it until Sarah mentioned Shea Warriors. And to be honest, I really didn't really want to contact it because I read that it was like life after cancer. And since I was going through my cancer at the time, uh, I was like, well, maybe this is not for me yet. I'll wait until treatment is done. But then once I connected at one of the Coffees in Connection, and Sarah, um, she was with me as well. And then it's when I met you, Shay. And you did mention, no, it's not just for people that it's like after cancer is for everyone, not just for someone that's life after cancer. So from there on, I started attending the groups, and I enjoy it.
Good. That's good. And you've met some good friends, right?
I did. I made some friends. Yes, and I still have contact with them.
Well, knowing what you know now, are there any things that you would do differently during your cancer journey?
Knowing what I know now,
Actually,
yes.
no. Let's back that up a little bit. So I already kind of filled people in on what your cancer journey was, but let them hear from your words. Tell us about the time that you were diagnosed up until maybe you met us.
Okay. Well, I when I was diagnosed with the cancer, I was currently working at Stat Urgent Care, uh, which where I met Sarah, and they actually were so supportive. When I found out I was actually at work, I went into the imaging center where I had my imaging and biopsy as well, and I asked Sarah to look at them, and I was like, "Can you tell me what this says?" And she was like, "Sure, you give me the approval to do so, and I can look at them." So I really trusted her. I had a very good relationship with her in the job field and outside of the job field as well. When she gave me the results, she comforted me. It was very hard, but she comforted me, and she told me everything was going to be okay. She assured me that everything was going to be okay and that I was going to get through it because I was a strong person. She saw that in me, um, as a strong person, and that I would get through it. So when I had my appointment with my oncologist, that gave me the results officially, um, it was just devastating. Hearing that word cancer, you just never know whether you're going to survive this journey or not. Um, I was diagnosed with the HER2 positive ductal carcinoma on the right side. Uh, Treatments were horrible, but I got through it. Um,
How
I had,
many treatments did you have, and what did you have?
it's been a while and hard to remember, but I had 6 different chemotherapies, um, which I haven't written down, but I had Progetta, the HER2, the Herceptin. I also had Taxotere and Carboplantin. That was about 4 months of treatments. Um, and I was also taking some pills called dexamethasone. In between all the treatments, they were having me take this pill. Um, and then after I was completed with all that chemotherapy, I had to do 6 weeks of radiation. After that, I also had it was a I can't remember the what they call it, but let's see if I have it in my notes. Uh,
That's okay.
Kadcyla.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like a immunotherapy, not necessarily a chemotherapy thing, but immunotherapy that tackled the HER2 positive.
okay.
So that was my journey, and I had a bilateral uh, mastectomy done. That was back in February of 2023.
And then you also had reconstruction surgery, correct?
No, I did not. That was a hard decision that I had to make towards the beginning. Uh, it was very hard not seeing something that was previously in my body, and just from one day to another, it was gone. It was hard. Um, I wanted to have implants done, but then at the same time, I was going through so many emotions, and I didn't know if it was the right decision for me, because I've heard so many stories, good and bad, and I just didn't want to go through it. I didn't want to risk having to go through the surgery and then having some side effects. So then I decided that I was just gonna um, stay the way I am currently. So I don't have any implants, and I don't plan on getting any implants unless I change my mind in the future. But currently, no, I don't have any implants.
Wow. I mean, that is so courageous and so strong
Yeah, it
and hard too, right?
yes, it was a hard decision to make. Definitely, because you're just so used to the body that you were formed in, and just for this disease, thanks to this disease, it was just taken away from me. It was very hard. At first, I couldn't believe the fact that I was going through cancer and that I no longer had my breast. It was very hard. Um, but I got through it, and I made that decision just to stay the way I am. No matter whether I have implants or not, people are gonna love me just the way I am. Implants doesn't or isn't gonna define me, so I feel like uh, I'm gonna stay this way.
That is absolutely beautiful because, if I was going through it and I heard this from you, that would be such an empowering statement for someone that is just starting out, right? Their journey, because you're right, cancer does not define you.
Yes,
And look at you. You're gorgeous with, this huge heart and this strength and this mindset. And it's not defining you, is it?
right. No, it's not.
Tell us, what have you incorporated into your life that has contributed to thriving, your thrivership now?
Um, to be honest, I have incorporated spiritual growth in my life, um, and surrounding myself with godly people and showing the positive influence in my life. I feel like incorporating this godly life has helped me a lot, not just physically but emotionally, because as we all know, cancer can bring you down, not only physically but emotionally, and your mental well-being. It can really drag you, and some people don't have the strength to get out of that this emotion that you're feeling. So I feel um, surrounding myself with positive people and godly people helped me a lot. And it's helped me a lot mentally, to thrive in my journey currently. I feel like I've um, I feel more joy, uh, and more at peace.
Love that. Love that. Hmm. What does survivorship mean to you?
Survivorship means surviving something that tries to destroy you within your body. To me, it's such a miracle knowing that the body has so much strength to survive this type of disease. Um, sorry.
No, you're good. Take your time.
Yes. So surviving, I feel like it's a hard thing. It's not easy to be a survivor. Um, I feel like
Tell us more about that.
um, I feel like it's not easy to be a survivor. I mean, you're always gonna have that thought whether cancer is gonna come back or not. But mentally, I feel like you have to be very strong, and just try not to think about it and live life to the fullest. And I feel like connecting with others that have gone through the same journey or similar journeys, because cancer is different, is all different with everybody. But at least we can like communicate and advise each other, uh, and share our stories with each other, and share what we have learned, and what we would do differently. So I feel like um, that's survivorship, is is that we're not alone, and we have others beside us that will support us, and and just love us and help us to go through life,
Mhm.
whether you're going through cancer now, or after life after cancer. I feel like supporting each other will make us even stronger.
Yeah. And what do you think that you were so surprised of in life after cancer? Life after cancer is important. Obviously, that's why we're here. But what do you think? You have all this support when you go through cancer, and then they deem you're cancer free or you're in remission, right?
Yes.
The thing that surprised you most about the after the cancer, after the treatments were over, after the family and the friends go back to their normal lives because they should. But you, as that survivor, you kind of alluded a little bit to it, is you always have this thought in the back of your mind that, like, what if? And that can creep up on you during scans and blood work and all of that. But what was so surprising to you? Because I know when I went through it 9 years ago, the surprising thing is when I was done, that there was so much more healing left to do. And even 9 years later, I'm learning my body still. I'm learning to continue to heal, even though it is 9 years. That little bit of life after cancer hasn't stopped. That mental mindset, as you talked about too. Tell me what you think that you were surprised to learn in this journey.
Um, what surprised me is, I think, the immune system. After what it went through, I feel like, wow, like the body is amazing. As long as you take care of your body or whatnot, it's gonna fight for you. And I feel like I was like, wow, like my body went through this so much treatments and struggles physically and mentally, and I just feel like it's surprising how a body can go through all that, and then still heal, um, like physically. It heals itself. I feel like that's one of the things that I was surprised, like knowing that my body has my back, and it's strong, and it was able to fight all these cancer cells that don't belong in the body. It's just amazing how the body works. It's not always the case with everybody, because unfortunately some people lose the battle, but we just we just have to have hope that we're gonna live, and the body's gonna fight off the cancer cells.
What should people not say after going through all of this? What should people not say to a survivor or to someone currently going through cancer? I'm I'm sure you've, like many of us, have been approached by the typical, my aunt lost her battle to breast cancer, or my mom died of breast cancer. When you were going through, did you happen to go through any of that as well? Did people say awkward things to connect at times?
No, the only thing that I feel, someone close to me had said, "I'm gonna be there for you throughout your whole journey." So I would say, don't tell someone that you're gonna be there and not show up, because that we're already going through something hard as it is, and if you expect someone to be there and they're not, it's just gonna make things not okay between me and that person, or that person that's telling you or assuring you, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna do whatever it takes uh, to make you feel better, and not to fulfill that your word. It's, I feel like it's unnecessarily. um, if you're gonna say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that for you, then I say do it. Keep your word is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's so important that if you say you're going to show up, you should show up.
Yes, definitely.
Um, so let's fast forward. You were chosen for the I Am Hope retreat. What was that like attending the retreat? What did that mean to you that weekend with those 30 other warrior sisters?
First of all, when I received that call from you, Shay, I was so surprised to hear from you. And like I mentioned at that time, I was going through a hard time mentally. Um, and when I heard you say that I was chosen or nominated to join the retreat, it brought me a lot of joy and peace, knowing that I was going to go to this retreat and have the opportunity to reset my mind, because I wasn't strong at the time mentally. So attending this retreat was, I feel like it was just a blessing to me and and everyone that was there, including yourself, Shay. I'm sure it's a blessing to be there as well, and sharing our stories with each other, getting to know everyone, um, being able to just relax mentally, because that helped a lot with all the activities that we were able to attend to. I felt like it was just relaxing, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Do you still stay in contact with some of those ladies?
I do. For example, can I mention names?
Sure.
Like Patty, I've kept contact with her. Yes, I think we connected there. And there was another person as well. I didn't keep contact with her, but I felt like there was a few of us that connected, and we shared our stories, not just with the cancer journey that we went through, but our personal stories. And yeah, I felt like she was one that I was going to connect with, um, not just through the retreat, but in the future. And I have been connecting with her.
I love that. I love that you do that. And I know that you've said several times you would come back to Coffee and Connections, but you work on those days. So it's hard to get to Coffee and Connection when you of course have a job, and we do our that on Saturdays. So but I will say
Yes.
this, we have some stuff coming up during the week. So hopefully that will fit your time better. And then there's always workshops after hours too. We try to accommodate everyone the best we can, for the follow-ups and the programs that we offer free to our survivors, and some of them are also included in their families for caretakers too. So, um,
Yes.
what what is what is something in life after cancer that you're able, if you were to say life after cancer is something to celebrate because?
I think just in general, life is something to celebrate because knowing what you went through, and you're still alive. I feel celebrating life, not just in your anniversaries, but every day. I feel like you should celebrate. It's a brand new day every day that you wake up. So I feel like just life is something to celebrate about.
Yeah, I love that. It is. It is a celebration every single day. We get to wake up and look what we have. Everything
Yes.
at our fingertips. Um, well, I already know you're a proud Shays Warriors because I see you sporting that beautiful sparkle
Yes.
T-shirts. I love it. Those are the most coveted shirts ever. We go everywhere and somebody will say, "That's not on your website." And I'm like, "Nope, it's only for our survivors."
Thank
Even
you,
certain
Shay.
board members, they want a T-shirt, and I'm like, "Nope, it's only for our survivors." So those have walked that journey of life after cancer. But why else are you proud to be a Shays Warriors ambassador and advocate?
I'm proud to be a part of Shea Warriors because I get to interact with others, and share anything or give advice to anyone that needs it. And if anyone is ever a need of talking to someone, even if I'm just listening, not advising or anything, if you just want to let it out, I feel like I'm that person that can listen and comfort someone. So um, I feel like Shea Warriors also um, is um, part of that as well. I gotta, sorry, my battery's low.
Oh, we'll wrap it up here.
Yes, so it's a good thing to be part of Shea Warriors because we can all share our stories together, and I just like it. I love it.
All right, so finish the sentence for me. There is life after cancer, and it is.
It is hope.
I love that.
Yes.
Amazing. Well, before your battery runs out, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story today with others. And you are hope. You are
Yes.
hope, and you are an inspiration of this journey that you've walked. And here you are, thriving in the life after cancer. Thank you so much today for sharing your story and giving hope to others.
Thank
And
you, Shay.
can't
I
wait to
appreciate
see.
everything you do as well.
Well, it's a ripple effect, right? And each one of us can help someone. We just have to be able to give them their time.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you at one of our future events or one of our programs.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Appreciate
Have an amazing rest of your evening.
you as well. Thank you. Bye now.